New Thought Media Network. We are a global broadcast network of positive music, media, and entertainment, inspiring humanity's evolution along the journey of enlightenment and creating a world of love, peace, empowerment, and prosperity for all. New Thought Media Network. Positively inspiring.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever and wherever you are. Hello, folks. My name is Zoe Muro. I am a licensed practitioner here on the New Thought Media Network, and I am honored once again to spend this time in prayer with you. And no, I'm not Reverend Gina. I'm pitch hitting for her today. So let's see who's here. Hello, Garrett. Yes, we are indeed united in love, peace, and harmony, are we not? That's wonderful. Abby, so good to see you. It's lovely to be with you as well. I love our community. So, folks, today, let me take this out here. There we go. Okay, today, what I wanted to do was go back to a reading from yesterday's Science of Mind magazine, which really, it just definitely spoke to me. Oh, and there's Shay. Hi, Shay. Good to see you as well. So the title of the particular reading was Be Bold, Be Genius. I'm going to read just a couple of portions of this because it highlights two really important parts of a spiritual path. So the first thing I'm going to read is a quote from Ernest Holmes. It says, "You cannot live a choiceless life." Right? You cannot live a choiceless life. Every day, every moment, every second, there is choice. And the other part I want to read here says, "Our lessons are never finished. As long as we live, we have lessons to be learned. That's how we continue to grow. Life is a school we never graduate from." So we have these two ideas of growth and learning, or learning through growth, or growing through learning, and the idea of choice. And so I want to bring those ideas into our consciousness, recognizing that this is indeed how we can be bold and how we can be genius. Okay. So if you'd be so kind, allow yourself to be completely present to this moment. Let's take a breath together. And I allow that breath to remind me that this is the same breath of life that each and every one of us shares. This is a community and a unity in the one. Each and every one of us is of that same God stuff, of the One. Each of us has been given unbounded knowledge, unbounded wisdom, unbounded strength. And yet, I know that I, Zoe, need to open myself more completely, more fully to those gifts. The more that I can open myself, the more that I can engage in the opportunities that life presents, the closer and closer I get to being in alignment with my spiritual truth. Each and every moment when I allow growth, when I allow openness, I am bringing in a greater understanding of who and whose I am. My spiritual path is not about becoming. It's not about attaining. It's about being. And so allowing myself to recognize that there is so much to know, so much to learn, that it is impossible to know it all, but it is not impossible to seek that knowledge, to open to that knowledge, to allow that brilliance of the One to infuse my mind, infuse my spirit, infuse my consciousness. And so today, my prayer for myself and on behalf of all is that we allow ourselves not only the freedom to open to learning, but to enjoy, to celebrate that practice, and to recognize that growth is a choice that we make each and every day. And we can create more and more growth of our consciousness, of our clarity, of our understanding by recognizing the choices that exist before us. While we don't have control over the circumstances and conditions, we do have the ability to choose how we will act and react. We have the ability to choose how we see something. Is it an obstacle? Is it a lesson? We have the opportunity to choose to understand that there is beauty in life. There is grace in life. There is harmony in life. And to recognize that all of those qualities exist within. Simply asking for my openness to them. And so in that knowledge, in that certainty, in that gratitude and joy, I release my word. I release it to the law which always says yes. And so it is. There is an affirmation that was also written into this: be bold, be genius. It says, in this moment, I open myself to life. I know everywhere I look, there are lessons to be learned. I make the choice to be open to all that Spirit imparts to me. And I know the lessons never end. Garrett says, my choice is to accept God's lessons of life being gratefully expressed through me and everyone else, now and every day. And so it is. And so it is, Garrett. Indeed. So Abby says Garrett's a good student. That is, in New Thought, that's one of the greatest things that you can say to someone. Blessed be, and so it is indeed. All right, so folks, today I do indeed hope that you are able to see all of the ways that choice shows up in your life. There are opportunities in virtually everything that we do to either choose an action or a reaction, to choose a perspective. And our ability to choose makes for an enormous capability and opportunity, and it's just amazing. So anything that you can do today to recognize those places throughout this day where you have choices that you can take, look for them, welcome them, make the most of them. Be bold, be genius. Okay, so today, there's a lot going on the New Thought Media Network. By all means, I forgot to mention this earlier, but if you would like prayer, know that we have a worldwide family of practitioners and ministers who are here to hold the high watch on your behalf and would love to pray for you. So you can send an email to prayer@ntmedia.org, and we will be delighted to pray on your behalf. You could also put something into the chat, and I always check the chat before I leave, so that if there's something that you would like my prayer for, absolutely. Today, immediately following this prayer is Rev Melissa with the Morning Sip, Spirituality and Practice. 10 a.m., The Growing Edge Live with Reverend Dr. Ali Benjamin. If you haven't seen Reverend Dr. Ali Benjamin, I highly recommend it. 11 a.m. Mountain Time, Practical Prayer Broadcast. At 1 p.m. Mountain Time, Bonnie Gonzalez, practitioner Bonnie Gonzalez, is your doula for grief. If you've not watched her show, I strongly recommend it. There is so much that many of us have not understood about grief. And Bonnie is an absolute master and understands so much, and has the ability to get across the most complex issues in the simplest, most accessible way. And she has such a gentle soul. At 4 p.m. Mountain Time, Reverend Robert Brzezinski presents A Grand Vision. Highly recommend that show. Understand where we are going. Okay, folks. You can go to ntmedia.org and you can find all the information about the more than 40 hours of programming that we have each and every week. So I wish you a most magnificent day, and I will see you again very soon. Namaste.
On behalf of everyone at New Thought Media Network, thank you for being a member of our virtual family. Your financial contributions help share the New Thought message with people from around the world. Please visit and contribute at www.ntmedia.org/donate. New Thought Media Network. Come be you. And please like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, peace and blessings. On behalf of the New Thought Media Network, thank you for being with us for this special prayer broadcast. We look forward to being with you again soon, 8:15 a.m. or 8:15 p.m. Mountain Time Until then.